Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the grounded Glasgow favorite. I'm on the Pokemon this channel and today I'm your coach for the Low Land Nidoqueens. What you see in front of you is our week 9 battle versus Alex in the Alola International. And actually, as you see in front of you, he brings the team of Galvantula, Nidoking, Snorlax, Tapu Fini, Latios and Mega Scissor. And on our team you see the team that was early in the team builder for today. And you see Rotom Heat, Shaman, Ambipom, Scissor, Mega Blasters and Blissey. But actually when we first I looked at this team and I didn't quite know what to open up with. Because everything he brought was actually kind of threatening to me because I expected to need a physical Nidoking and Snorlax, Saltfest and whatnot. The reason I opened up with Rotom Heat is to give him the thought process that we potentially were a Scarfed Rotom, so we can Volt Switch around on that and actually see what he would open up with. I did think something that he would probably open up with Galvantula due to the fact that he can set off webs. All the things I need to watch out for is indeed that Latios for Mega Scissor and for Nidoking mostly. I have answers for Snorlax, but Nidoking is still an issue towards this team, so I need to watch out and see what kind of setting it probably will be. Ambipom is a good matchup I think in this, so we can abuse that as well. And Blissey can actually tank some hits for Pokemon, I will see, because especially from monsters like Galvantula and such. So that's actually going to be what my thought process was, and let's actually get straight into this battle, I would say. So as I explained before, I'm going to open up with my Rotom Heat, as he is actually going to open up with Galvantula right here. Indeed, as I thought that he would expect me to bring a Scarf Rotom, so he actually is going to go for the Protect. As I'm actually going to go for the Willows on the Protect, and right now I actually decided to go for the Volt Switch, predicting him to maybe swap out into something that could take the Will-O-Wisp. As we managed to hit the Volt Switch on Tapu Fini, and we see that we do a tremendous amount towards him. And because Tapu Fini came in, I straight up went into my Blastoise, because Blastoise is designed to take on this Tapu Fini 1v1. So he's actually going to withdraw his Tapu Fini and goes into the Snorlax, as I'm going to Mega Evolve and click the Seismic Toss to get some damage off. So I'm indeed going to click the Seismic Toss. I'm going to do 25% to him, it looks like. And we're actually now going to go for the Scald. And even though we didn't get the burn, I could actually scout what set he probably would be. Knowing from the damage calc, it looks like that he is indeed an Assault Vest 1. But right here it made me doubt, because right now we are switching Scalds back and forth and Body Slams. And the Tapu Fini is actually going to switch out right now toward from Snorlax to us on our Scald. So I didn't quite know what Tapu Fini would do, but I wasn't that scared to actually stay in, as the mist now is actually going to disappear, so I was quite happy about that. Right now I actually decided to switch out into Shaman, because Shaman could take a water type move or whatnot, as he indeed is going to go for the Moonblast to try to take out my Blastoise. So he's going to recover a bit more, and I didn't actually want to take any chances, and he is actually going to switch out into a Snorlax on my Hidden Power Fire, because I predicted Scissor to come in. So, we are actually going to Seed Flare to see how much it would do, and we are able to two-shot him on the Body Slam that he throws at us. He's going to paralyze us, which doesn't matter, because if we swap out, then we actually get rid of the paralysis. So actually go to Blasters and actually pray for him not to Body Slam Paras. But instead, he goes actually into his Galvantula from his Snorlax, which made me forced to switch out into my Rotom. He's now actually going to set up the Sticky Webs, predicting us to swap out, and is going to go for the Thunder straight up. So Rotom is actually going to stay in right here, and I'm going to go for the Volt Switch to break a potential Sash on this Galvantula. So right now I go into my Blissey, because we could take any hit from him that he wants to throw at us, and now he's actually going to swap out into his Nidoking, as I'm actually going to Wish up. So this time he's actually going to go for the Poison Jab, and he's going to hit us for tremendous amounts of damage, as I'm going to click Ice Beam, because since I wished, I could do anything that I wanted. So we're going to get some leftovers recovery to bring us back to full, and we see him actually going to swap out into his Tapu Fini. He's going to set a Misty Surge up, of course, and I'm going to go for the Wish again, because I knew that I could take any one hit. So Tapu Fini is going to recover a bit more, and this time I actually want to switch out, because I don't want to be played around with the Call My Tapu Fini. So I switch out into my Mega Blastoise, I get caught by the Sticky Web, and get my Wish back. He now goes for the Nature's Madness, which I'm about to be scared, because I've never actually faced Nature's Madness, so I didn't quite know what to do. So he hits us with the Nature's Madness, we are back at full, and I want to take this opportunity to actually spin away those webs that he threw on our side, because looking at it, our team is slow, but Ambipom doesn't appreciate him. So I want to go to my Rotom Heat again, as he is actually going to set up the Sticky Web yet again. So this time he's actually going to switch out his Galvantula into Snorlax, as I'm just going to hard swap into Blissey, predicting him to actually go for maybe a Tapu Fini swap or whatnot. So I'm actually going to Wish Up right now, as he is actually going to go for the Body Slam on my Blissey, which is going to do a tremendous amount towards us. And actually I needed to switch out into my Scissor right here to resist the Body Slam. And also when I checked the damage calc, I knew that Scissor would be able to outspeed him. Luckily we didn't get paralyzed by the Body Slam though, and this time I can actually go for the U-turn and take out the Snorlax with Scissor. So now I'm actually going to swap out into my Blastoise to potentially get rid of the webs if he does switch something in the Blastoise can't hit. He actually decides to go into the Galvantula, and I do not want Blastoise to get weakened, so I go into my Blissey straight up. He's going to go for the Thunder Wave and paralyze my Blissey, which is unfortunate for us, but we are going to be able to take to not get toxic or something like that. This time he's actually going to go into his Nidoking, as we are actually going to manage to get up a Wish. I didn't actually go for the Protect right now, and the reason is because I did not expect him to go for the Superpower straight up, but he did that, and Bliss is actually going to be out of the game right here, and we see that he indeed is a Life Orb Nidoking, which actually quite scared me. So Blastoise can actually come in because it minus attack and minus defense, so I know that he cannot do too much damage to us, but he goes for the Poison Jab, and we are going to be able to take him out with a Scald right here. So Nidoking is actually going to drop towards Blastoise's Scald, and this time it's going to go into the Galvantula again. Of course I'm going to swap out and then go into my Rotom, because Rotom takes this thing out every day of the week, as he's going to throw out a Thunder, which is going to do a tremendous amount towards Rotom actually. This time he goes for the Protect to scout what we can do, and we can actually Volt Switch around because he doesn't have a Ground type anymore. So now he goes into the Latios, and I thought, alright, this is going to be the time when we need to do it. So I managed to switch out into my Scissor and make him maybe think that we are Scarfed or something. But he actually, this time he goes for the Air Power Fire, and we are going to eat our Aqua Berry and see that he is a Choice Specs Latios, which is scary as heck. We managed to get the U-turn off and also take out this Latios, so that's great on Scissor. Got 2 kills with the U-turn, good job buddy. So we switch it to a Rotom from the U-turn, and now he goes to the Tapu Fini, as I'm actually going to switch out because I do not want to take a Surf, and I actually go to my Blastoise. So he's actually now going to go for the Surf, as I expected it to be, so indeed is an offensive Tapu Fini right here with leftovers. So we get some more leftovers recovery, and actually I want to take this opportunity for Blastoise to actually get off a Rapid Spin. But I decided that I would go for the Seismic Toss to get some damage off, because since Latios is gone, we didn't quite need the speed anyway, because we had switches for his team either way. So he now goes for the Moonblast yet again, and is going to be able to take out our Blastoise, unfortunately. So the webs are here to stay, and I thought, alright, we don't quite need him. So I go into my Ambipom, because I figured that we would be able to outspeed him even after the webs. So I go for the Fake Out right here, and do some tremendous damage towards him, as you can see, and we take some Life Orb damage, and we flinch him. Right now we get some more leftovers recovery, and right now I clicked return, and unfortunately we did not manage to outspeed him and get actually bopped by a Moonblast straight up. So I go for the return and are able to pick off this Tapu Fini, luckily enough. And Ambipom does not have much in him left to actually do the damage that he needs to do. So I'm actually going to switch out Ambipom right here into my Shaman, because I saw his entire moveset and know that the only move that he could hit me with was Thunder. So indeed goes for the Thunder right here, and is going to do to the point where Shaman is going to drop to 2 Thunders. He is going to land them, and Shaman is going to drop to the Galvantula. The reason I did that is because I didn't quite need Shaman anymore, because the Tapu Fini was dead as well. So right now I go for the Will-O-Wisp, as he's going to protect the Scout, and now he actually goes for the Thunder. So our Citrus Berry is going to pop, which I actually wanted to do, that he indeed would pop our Citrus, and I go for the Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power Fire is going to be able to pick off this, the Galvantula, and right here is where it became scary. Because after webs we do not outspeed Mega Scissor with our own Scissor, and I needed HP Fire to do tremendous amounts of damage. So I am able actually to two-shot him, as he is actually going to predict us to swap out. Because he actually predicted us to swap out, that's going to lose him the game actually. And we are going to hit him Power Fire again, and that's going to be the game. So we win versus Alex, we win, and that's actually going to be the match. So I want to actually thank you all so much for watching to this video, and I will see you in the next video I'm going to make. I will see you next time, and I'm out, guys.